Hey Scruffy, how you doing? Sorry I'm late again. I'm about 15 minutes late. So I moved the scratcher a little bit just to straighten it out to see if you've been using it. So it looks about as straight as yesterday. So I don't think you used it today. So I have your hearty cuts with real chicken and beef and kibble. So I guess I'll bring it out. Okay, so got your food. And your water bowl looks over half full. So you're not drinking a lot of water. Or no animals raiding your bowl. Okay, so change my water bowl. Okay. And the plate's dry. Okay. New water bowl in. Let's get the glove and sit in the chair. Okay, got the glove on. So the weather started heating up again today. So it looks like we're gonna get a mini heat wave for this next week. So it seemed like we were just starting to get a season change, and yeah, now we're back to the extended summer. And there's that cough again. Another cough. I'll let him cough. Okay. So yeah, he seems to cough when I'm start petting him. There's it grooming again. So I don't see him coughing when I'm not here. When I see him outside, or he's waiting. So I don't know, maybe it's getting excited for pets. There's that grooming again. Wanted his head there, rub there. Oops. Oops. Seemed like a sneeze or something there. So I got up really early this morning. Didn't really want to, just woke up. And tried to do some work really early in this morning. And then eventually decided maybe I should try going back to sleep. So I think, yeah, a few hours after I got up, went back to sleep, and then I think I slept for another 2 or 3 hours. So got up a little bit before noon, I think. So my sleep schedule is probably all screwed up now. But yeah, I think I needed that sleep. A little worried what's going to happen tomorrow or tonight, since I took that morning nap. So he rubbed his head against my leg there. So, since it got warmer today, and I went to sleep in the morning, when I got up, it was kind of a bad time to go for a bike ride. So I was hoping it would cool down in the evening. So today is just the start of the warming trend, so it's not too bad yet. And it was cooler in the evening tonight, so I went pretty late again. Meant to go earlier, but yeah, once again, I found myself having a hard time breaking away from what I was working on to go for a bike ride, so yeah, I didn't get out till kind of late, so that's again why I'm late tonight. I had to cut my bike ride a little bit shorter because I was losing too much sunlight. But because I went late enough, the temperature was okay. It's actually still a little too warm when I left. I was actually sweating by the time I got to the park before I even started the hard stuff. But once I got into the park, actually once I hit the main pedestrian trail into the park, it's covered, or it's surrounded by a lot of trees that the path into the park has. And it's really interesting because the moment you cross this particular threshold that goes into the trees and the hills and on the trail, you can on certain days, like during the winter especially, you can feel an immediate temperature change. It's something like 5 to 10 degrees sometimes. Just the moment you cross this little threshold, it's suddenly a whole lot cooler. And so yeah, I felt that today, crossing that threshold. It's like probably 5 degrees cooler. So, yeah, he's really at it. I don't know, I don't know what I'm going to do about that. I'm starting to think I may want to schedule a flea pill soon, but as I said, I want to kind of wait for the seasons to change, hoping that the fleas won't be breeding as aggressively, because I know the moment he gets rid of the fleas, they'll probably just jump back on him once the pill wears off. And so I'm kind of hoping that the season change will make it less likely the fleas will be breeding, so it'll be less likely to pick him up when I give him his next pill. Okay, I think you're ready for food, huh? Let's eat your food. Okay. Now, You hear him kind of purring in his food. I think that's his equivalent of slurping. Chewing with his mouth open. Guess he really likes that chicken and beef. I actually think that might be the best stuff in here, in that pack, because it's chicken and beef. Can't go wrong, right? And it's not turned into a pulp like the pâtés. So I went on the exposed mountainside hill climb #1. So it was late enough that I didn't think the sun would be an issue, except for it being in my eyes, which it was. Still kind of warm, so I was sweating. So there was another guy who started climbing the ascent the same time I was, and yeah, he had a really nice set of gears, so he was just spinning along, so you know, he was able to pedal very, very leisurely without a lot of force, and you know, just gradually climb up that mountain without much effort. So the first leg of the climb has a switchback, so once you get up to the top of that first leg, it comes back around and then goes up the next leg for the ascent, and so you can see where you just came from. And so after I got up that first leg, I looked back and saw him, and he was only about halfway up. So I was going about twice as fast as he was, and I just kept thinking, gee, I really wish I had his gearing. I wish I had big giant gears like that. Because yeah, I really have to puff up that climb. It's kind of at the limits of what I can do on my bike, so I'm putting in a lot of force trying to get up that thing. So I wouldn't mind having a nicer bicycle with better gearing options to give me the option to take it much easier up those climbs. So that abandoned mine with the trails that I went on almost a year ago, that's a really tall and steep climb. For that climb in particular, I really do wish I had a better bicycle. I'm thinking I still want to do that again. If and when the weather cools down, I might think about going back there and doing that climb again. But yeah, it's kind of a trip out there, so it's probably like a 45-minute drive there, and then I gotta mount my bike on my car, and and then I gotta pick the time of day correctly, because it's completely exposed. There's almost no trees or shade. It's very dry up there too, and it's a pretty intense climb, so you gotta come prepared, and yeah, you're not going to find water fountains and other rest facilities up at the top, so you gotta be prepared for the long trip up and back. But I'm thinking I'd like to do it again. One, just to kind of break up the monotony, do some other trail for once. But two, it is a challenge, and I think like to continue challenging myself. And then 3, since I went there about a year, it's a little less than a year ago. So I think it was before I started my diet. So it was a lot heavier. And it should be interesting now that I'm much lighter and in theory much stronger and more fit. So it'd be interesting to compare how I do. But yeah, play by ear. Definitely not this next week with the heat wave. Not gonna do it. And then yeah, I'm still kind of stressed out and got too many things to do, so I don't know if I can take that much time out of my day at the moment. Because it's basically adding probably a minimum hour and a half extra to just commuting. And then the ride itself is actually longer than my normal bike ride, just because it's a much longer and much harder route. So it's not as bad as that other route that I did that goes all the way to the top at current park I'm at. That's the hardest route still. I probably should do that one again, but that one's really hard. Right now I haven't been motivated enough to try it again. So I think he ate pretty fast tonight. Yeah, no water drink. And he's grooming himself again on that leg. And I think, yeah, that's where he's been bothered. I presume by fleas. I don't know, it could be something else, but I presume the fleas there. But I don't know, maybe not. Well, yeah, I guess. Well, I was thinking because I don't see him scratching. But since it's on his hind leg there, it's probably hard to scratch, so that's why he's using his tongue. Yeah, no water drink, huh? He's gonna lick the bowl clean for once, huh? Yeah, the meaty pate, the Hardy Cuts. He does a better job with licking the bowl clean with those. What's the meow for? You want a pet? Or you want a treat? So I think he's gaming me. I think he figured out if he sticks around, I give him treats. I'm running out. Ah, he's letting me pet him. Though I'm running late, I probably should go in. I didn't think he was going to stick around tonight. And actually, I got stuff I got to do. Yeah, he's still avoiding the head. And where's that grooming again? I'm going to give him a couple treats. Okay, let's get you the treat. What are we doing? Okay, got 3 treats for you. Oops. Fell under the ball. So I have to roll him. Okay. Let me pick the balls out for you. You didn't like me petting him there. I want to eat. I don't want to be pet. Okay, I think you can roll the balls. So, yeah, I think he got them all. Any more? Yeah, no, that's it. Okay, well, I'm gonna get up. Okay, I'm gonna say my goodnights here. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.